All right, Mr. Teleferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Oh, poor Luke Walton. Look, I don't make big deals over stuff like this. It's not the fact that players are getting into it with Luke Walton. It's other stuff revolving around him, right? So just to go ahead and get the story out in the atmosphere, there's a report that after the Lakers lost to the Golden State Warriors last night, in which they competed hard in the third quarter. They really did, but the Warriors were just too much. No LeBron James. You know, Rondo played phenomenal, but the Lakers they didn't have enough, right? These are guys who have never been the guy in the league trying to now fill those roles, and it just doesn't work out a lot of nights. Now, after this game, reportedly, Michael Beasley, Lance Stevenson, and JaVale McGee, some of the veterans, they got into it with Luke Walton. It was quoted as heated. I don't look too far into that. To be honest with you, I look at this as typical stuff. As a matter of fact, I believe Ramona Shelburne of ESPN, she said, you know, it was pretty much typical of what was going on in the locker room between Luke and Mike Beasley and all these players that were upset with Luke, and I'm guessing his coaching style and some of the different rotations that he has going. It's typical stuff, you know. Here's my thing with Luke, though. He's in trouble. All right? And it ain't about losing to Golden State. That is not why Luke Walton's in trouble. That stretch in December when LeBron went down in early January probably cost him his job. I knew Luke Walton was in trouble when I found out that when LeBron signed with the Lakers back in July, the person that was at LeBron's door at 12:01 was Magic Johnson, not Luke Walton. The VP of the team was there, and the coach of the team went there at LeBron's house in California, said this is not good. Now, reportedly, LeBron and Rich Paul and his team, they would prefer to have their own guy in. And Magic, he reportedly wants his own guy in. And look who's the odd man out. The guy that wasn't picked by LeBron or wasn't picked by Magic. Luke Walton, man. Here's the situation. Luke Walton is, I believe, he carries himself, you know, as a head coach. But the problem with him is, man, he couldn't, you know, he was part of the Lakers-Celtics rivalry 08-09. He couldn't wipe the floor. He couldn't shine Rondo's shoes. Like, he was never a good player in this league. He was average at best. Nothing's wrong with average, right? But he's too close to the game. Like, he's still one of the youngest head coaches in the league. There needs to be some time between when he's a head coach in his league. I think he rolls up the ranks entirely too quickly. I'm not hating on anyone, but Luke Walton ain't coming up with plays like Sean McVay of the Los Angeles Rams. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to everyone out there. He ain't that. I'm fine with the young, innovative coach, but be the young, innovative coach. Luke Walton acting like a veteran. He has the persona of a Phil Jackson, but he ain't put in the years, and he don't got the respect and the knowledge of the game like Phil. It's the facts, all the facts. You can't act like Steve Kerr when you're coaching a young team, for the most part. You ain't got the Warriors talent. It's cool to be that guy with the Warriors, but you actually need to coach up this team, and he's not doing that right now. And to be honest with you, he's going to find himself out. I don't believe they're going to let him go midway during the season. I believe this is going to happen after the season. He'll be fired. Man, LeBron played with Luke Walton. I don't even think Luke played when, I think they were on the Cavs together, if I'm not mistaken, for a short stint. I don't think Luke even played much. You think he's going to be able to tell LeBron anything about basketball? There's no way in hell Luke Walton makes it to next year. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's unfortunate for him. I think down the line he'll be a good head coach in this league, but it looks like he just rolls up the ranks too quickly. He got this job because Steve Kerr had migraines and the Warriors were already rolling. When Steve Kerr went down, he stepped in as the active head coach. And honest to God truth, that Warriors machine is just so fine-tuned. Anyone could have stepped in and coached that team. And that got his name hot, and the Lakers wanted him and whatever. He'll be released come, I promise you this, as soon as this season is over. You're losing to the Bulls and the Knicks. Trust me, he will not make it into next year. He'll be gone by May 1st. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take you for granted. Again, players get into it with Luke in the locker room. I mean, guys, look, when you lose to the Warriors, it's not great, right? The Warriors, they rub it in. They shoot threes. They embarrass you. It's not great losing to that team and got people feel away, and this frustration in the locker room. I'm not going to overreact to that. That's typical to me. But in regards to Luke's job, it's just like number 33 on a long list of why the Lakers are going to fire this guy. You're not LeBron's guy. You're not Magic's guy. Those are the two most important people in that franchise right now. Whose guy are you? Lonzo doesn't love you because LeVar doesn't love you. I mean, there's just this, yeah. Thank y'all so much for the time, Love Support. I don't take it for granted. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Telefair. Mr. Telefair.
Mr. Telefair. Mr. Telefair. Shout out to Mr. Telefair.
You're watching Mr. Telefair TV.
Mr. Telefair TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.
And salute. I'm out.